The key is in death, Freddy, he said. Can't you see that? If you ever have to kill, you'll know. We always came to that stalemate. When that happened, Wacky would lead me to the door, shake my hand warmly, and retire back to his living room to drink and write poetry, leaving me, Frederick Upton Underhill, 26-year-old outsized crew-cut cop, on his doorstep, contemplating nightfall and neon, and what I could do about it in what I would later know to be the last season of my youth. That season was to become a rite of passage composed of many false starts and erroneous conclusions. I was to blunder love and call it many different things. I was to savor the amenities of life on the make and feel last surges of callow power. I was, finally, to kill and conclusively disprove Wacky's thesis. For even with hero's blood on my hands and laurels at my feet, the wonder, in its ultimate state, eluded me like a beacon whose light remained fixed, while the turbulent waters around it constantly shifted in death and self-renewal. It was those waters that grabbed me and gave me, many years later, my salvation. If you trace every link in the Eddie Engels case backward and forward in time, you will find no beginning and no end. When my rapacious ambition thrust me into a brutal labyrinth of death and shame and betrayal in 1951, it was only my beginning. At the final unraveling in 1955, I knew that my willingness to move with and be part of a score of hellishly driven lives in clandestine transit was the wonder, as well as my ultimate redemption. Part 1. Last Season. Chapter 1. Wacky and I had been partners for 3 months when Night Train entered our lives. The roll call sergeant told us about him as we were getting into our '48 Ford black and white in the parking lot at Wilshire Station. "Walker, Underhill, come here a second," he called at us. We walked over. His name was Gately. He needed a shave, and he was smiling. "The loot's got a good one for you guys. You golfers get all the breaks. You like dogs? I hate dogs. We got a dog who's terrorizing little kiddies, stealing their lunches over at the elementary school off Orange and Olympic. Mean old trash can dog used to belong to a wino. The janitor at the school's got him. Says he's gonna kill him or cut his balls off. The animal regulation guys don't want the squeal, 'cause they think the janitor's crazy. You guys go take the mean old dog to the pound. Don't shoot it, 'cause there's all kinds of little kiddies might get upset. You golf guys get all the breaks." Wacky pulled the black and white out onto Pico, laughing and talking in verse, which he sometimes did when coffee reactivated the previous night's booze still in his system. "Whither thou, O noble beast? The most we do is ne'er our least. O noble hound, soon to be found, awaits the pound, thence gas and ground." I laughed on while Wacky continued, driving his poetry into the pavement. The janitor at Wilshire Crest School was a fat Japanese guy of about 50. Wacky waggled his eyebrows at him, which broke the ice and got a laugh. He led us to the dog, who was locked up inside a portable construction toilet. As we approached, I could hear a keening wail arise from the flimsy structure. At the prearranged signal from Wacky, I kicked a hole in the side of the outhouse and shoved in our combined lunches: 2 ham and cheese sandwiches, a sardine sandwich, 1 roast beef on rye, and 2 apples. There was a sound of furious masticating. I threw open the door, glimpsed a dark furry shape with glittering sharp teeth, and slugged it full force right in the chops. It collapsed, spitting out some ham sandwich in the process. Wacky dragged the dog out. He was a nice-looking black Labrador, but very fat. He had a gigantic whanger that must have dragged the ground when he walked. Wacky was in love. "Ah, Freddie, look at my poor baby! Ah!"